Hello, my name is Jasmine Smith, and this is the interactive assignment video for Quiz 1 for Challenge 2014. So, number 1, and I had 1D, problem 1D. The problem is find the solution set of 1/2, 1 plus x is less than 1/3, 1 minus x in terms of interval set or on a number line. So first of all, interval notation an example would be, say, from like negative infinity to 1, or 1 to negative infinity, or say if it was greater than or equal to, then it'd be negative infinity to like that. If there was a equal to with it. With brackets you'd use equal to. And then a number line, of course, would just be tick marks, and if it were x is greater than 2, or greater than or equal to 2, then it would have a solid dot and it'd be going off to the right. And say if it was x is less than 2, no equal to, then it would have an open dot because it is not including 2, and it would trail off to the left to negative infinity. So, to start this problem, first I just distributed the 1/2 and the 1/3 to their respective sides. So 1/2 plus x over 2 is less than 1/3 minus x over 3. And then I just combined them. Focus. Okay. And then I combined them here with their common denominator. So I made it 1 plus x over 2. And then still less than 1 minus x over 3. So, and then what I did here, I brought over the 1 minus x over 3 over to the other side with the 1 plus x over 2. And that step is shown here. And then you have to make that less than 0 because there's no longer a value there. And in order to make these common denominators, I multiplied this one by 3, so I would get a 6 on the bottom. And I multiplied this one by 2, so I would also get a 6 on the bottom, so that I could have a least common denominator so that I could also combine these. So here I did, I distributed the 3 to the whole thing, so that makes 3 plus 3x over 6, minus, and then here I distributed the 2, so 2 minus 2x over 6. And here I just showed where I brought in this negative sign, and so it makes it, you distribute the negative sign in, so it's negative 2, and you change this sign, since it's negative times a negative, to plus. So when you put it together over the common denominator of 6, it makes it 3 plus 3x minus 2 plus 2x over 6 is less than 0. For the next step, I combined like terms, so 3x plus 2x equals 5x, and 3 minus 2 equals 1 over 6, bringing the denominator down, and still less than 0. And then the step here, I multiplied by 6, so that in first steps to isolating x. So of course 0 times 6 is 0, so here you have 5x plus 1 is less than 0. And then next I subtracted 1, so here I have that 5x is less than negative 1. And then to finally isolate x, I divided by 5, or I divided by 5 on both sides, because whatever you do to one side, you do on the other. Shown all 3 times here. So x is actually less than negative 1/5. And I wrote it here. It is here as how you would get it straight out of the equation. It is here as you would write it in interval notation. Negative infinity to negative 1/5. And then here on the number line, I just plotted a few points. I plotted 0 and 1/5 and negative 1/5, which is the value that we got out of the equation. And then just went on to negative 1 and 1 to show the gist of it. So you have an open circle here. You have an open circle here, since it is just less than and not equal to. And it is traveling to negative infinity. And that is all.